Coming out of 2019, we had a record year. We had high expectations for 2020. One of the main focuses we had at the beginning of the year that we laid out to the company was to maintain our culture. And if we didn't proactively approach culture that we had built and maintain it and improve it, that might fade away as we grew and added more people. Well, it came to a real test. We were actually scheduled to move into this beautiful new office behind me on March 15th of last year. That was our move-in date. And I think on March 12th, we sent everybody home. We were on a path to grow about 30% in 2020. But then in April, instead of being up 30% for the month, we ended up down 28%. One of the challenges was just trying to figure out where the bottom was. And really the challenge to us was how do we cut as many costs as we could to maintain our levels of profitability during that time, but at the same time, maintain our team so that we'd be in a position to bounce back as the economy did. We ended up taking 20% salary cuts across the board for entirety of Q2, and then put in place a bonus program where everyone could earn that back. One of the things I think that helped us during the pandemic is we had a culture of transparency. And so people, because of that transparency, I think have grown to trust us as a company and feel like we weren't hiding anything. And we laid out during the pandemic exactly where our goals were needed to be, where our revenue needed to be. We were reported back in detail on a monthly basis, and people really appreciated knowing exactly where the company stood. That was a real challenge, figuring out what the right thing to do was at that time. GTCR and Craig and Stephen had a lot of experience in seeing this in other industries. I also had been through cases where we needed to downsize significantly. But I think we all brought our perspectives to the table and worked together to figure out what it would be like. People used to ask me, before the pandemic, they said, well, hey, what type of partner is GTCR? And I said, well, they're a fantastic partner, although at the same time, we haven't really been through a tough time yet. And so after, I remember last year, someone asked me what type of partner, and I said, well, actually, now we've been through a tough time together, and I can still say that they're a fantastic partner. And what we're seeing coming into Q2 here is a real acceleration with this reopening. We're currently running just through the first quarter about 30% ahead of 2019. And we think that bodes well for the rest of the year.